Alrighty, let's get into it. How's it going? How's my Bone Widow video coming? It's literally coming, tomorrow? Is it coming tomorrow, or is it coming the day after? I've got something coming tomorrow. It's... Oh, it's not coming tomorrow, it's coming on, Tuesday. Bone Widow video is coming on Tuesday. Alright. So PB needs help with Lephantis. I want to do some Railjack Affinity farming. If anyone else wants help with anything else, holla on PC. Otherwise, let's get crack-a-lackin'. I'm gonna do my Steel Path dailies first. Set it to public mode. Feel free to join me if you want. Peanut Butter's still in ESO. Fair enough. Looks like he's gonna be in there for quite some time.
The VIP that we're hunting is here. Find them and take them out.
Alrighty, let's go.
This is your most dangerous assassination yet. Captain Vor has teamed up with Let Krill to take you down. Let's show them your true Tenno power.
Attack us, we will counter.
Vor and Krill are waiting for you.
If Necromech Rebuke is...
Your attacks on one target.
I think in the end it's not necessary. On a Necromech like Bone Widow, it's probably not necessary. Like, you're more than welcome to use it by yourself if you want. Alright, but I think because Bone Widow is so tanky anyway, probably don't need it. Oh.
Vor's mobility could make him a larger threat.
Hold on. Okay. I think the way I've got my mag is probably not a good idea. Breaking news: Peanut Butter can Eidolon hunt. A little too late, buddy. I might do a Tridolon. I might do a Steel Path Tridolon hunt attack again at some point. I want to actually try and use a Necromech in that. Especially now that Necromechs are even tankier and they have their own innate heal. Can't speak.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits
Yeah, it looks
your...
like I died 4 minutes into the stream, but I'm going to change up my build a bit again. Do it this way. Ah, fuck. To do it this way. Had to try to go back to the old way. I suspect the old way is just not really viable these days. I'm just not used to it anymore. I don't know. Would have liked to use the old way, but unfortunately that's not the case. If Peanut Butter would like to ready up, preferably between now and Christmas 2021. Okay, here we are. I keep forgetting to recolor my damn ship. Keep forgetting.
We need to find the VIP and take them down. Do not let the target escape.
So PB doesn't immediately host migrate, i.e. he doesn't immediately crash, so that's good.
This is your most dangerous assassination yet. Captain Vor has teamed up with Let Krill to take you down. Let's show them your true Tenno power.
Alright, let me just charge up.
You're still
I
in
have
the
two
clear.
R5
No
Arcane Energize and
detection
R5.
from enemy sensors.
Wait, why? What do you hope to achieve with two of them? if you're hoping to sell them, how much are they going for in the market these days? Even when a Scarspear type event isn't active, they're still on the cheap side now, aren't they? The price will return back to... Really?
That was a close one.
Interesting.
Vor's enemy could make him the larger threat. Observe their attack patterns and look for an opportunity to divide and conquer.
Alright, here we go.
You will join us, one way or another.
There is the assassination target. What to do?
Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. How come they're slow? Generic blast. Well, if anything, it's actually kind of screwing up.
Straight to the Grenier.
I'm just saying it's kind of screwing up the attempt to kill Lek, but... Lek Kirill, but... No, we're all good now. Got him with a headshot.
Target down. Assassination.
Let's get out of here.
Contract complete. Great work.
Oh, whoops. I would use Rolling Guard, but I don't think I could fit it in half my builds. I don't have enough mod slots for that. Alright, PB, when you're ready. Anytime between now and, Oh, wait, I'm the one who's... Sorry, I'm the one who's, in the middle of bloody bumfuck nowhere. I'm sorry. I'm the one in the middle of nowhere. Anyway. Apparently I can't read maps today. Alrighty. Ziggy. We get steel 3 steel. Yeah. These are the Steel Path dailies. So when you do a Steel Path daily, its reward by at bare minimum is 3 steel essence. You can then get additional steel essence if you end up fighting one of the acolytes. An acolyte drop? Don't quote me on this, but I think you get 2. But I might be getting 2 because I have a resource booster. So it's probably meant to be 1. I'm not entirely sure if that's true. Alright, what mission is this? Survival? Oh yeah, survival. Okay. How is everyone? Is it 2?
You must
Okay.
provide cover for lone Tenno operative. Set up
Anyway, how is everyone
keep the infested busy.
on this not entirely warm
Infested are
Sunday
releasing
night?
Toxic spores into the area. The emergency life support I am delivering is your only chance for survival.
You know how weird it is right now in Australia? At least in Sydney. We are meant to be in the height of summer. And yet it's not hot at all. Like, I can walk outside in jeans unironically and have no problem. Meat grinder!
Life support incoming.
Cold winds. Well, I don't think cold winds can really offset a country that's normally supposed to be on fire at around about this time. Western Australia, though, is on fire, so anyone who's watching from Western Australia, stay safe. They're going through the same shit that we went through last year.
I delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it.
Why is it that my Twitch audience is never around when I'm playing Warframe? Hey Soup, what's up? Here to help? Yeah, here to help. If people need help with something, I am here to help.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
I always see on like on in particular Facebook posts, people are like, yo, I'm struggling with XYZ, I need help with this. Well, if you're happy to be struggling with anything, now is the time. Anything outside of, hey, can you just carry me through the entire star chart? I am here to help. Can we watch 20 or 30 minutes of Nightmare Frame's 2020 Warframe tier list? How about we make our own tier list? How about we actually just make our own tier list? Sack it. You need help getting Mag Prime? Okay, I'll add that to the list. I think I might have a handful of relics left for Mag Prime, so I can help you there. And then we'll just figure it out from there. So chat will help with what? The tier list? You wanna get a free ride on their mag? Ooh, Josh wants in. Sweet, okay. Then I guess we'll farm for Mag Prime. Where's Mania? Yeah, we'll work on that tier list then. At least with the tier list, I can actually take a lot more into account than the Genshin tier list, where I kind of just made it up on the spot. And we'll do the categories official Warframe tier list. How about that? I'll put that on YouTube, and then watch the downvotes come in. What? You mean the Warframe that I like to play, you decided to call it really, really bad? Are you serious? Do you even know how to play the game? And that's why I will, of course. That is why I will, of course, have a what is it? A oh, what's the word? Disclaimer. Saying that all tier lists are trash, and whichever Warframe you wish to play is precisely the Warframe that you should use. That being said, let's shoot the shit.
Extraction.
I wonder how we should do that. What? Mag number 1? Well, I mean, if you disagree with that, you're just simply wrong.
You exist to strike. You strike to win. The lesson ends.
Okay. Alright. So we'll do that. Do I need like 300% power strength to one-shot enemies and steal Parther's mag? No. No. I don't even use 300% power strength mag. 300% power strength mag is a meme. Feel free to do that if you want, but I'm not recommending that in any way, shape, or form. Let's also try and when we do this, by the way, guys, let's try to keep it short. I just finished putting 2 Umbra Former on my mag. You should I should try. How do I try your mag? Pen. How do I try your mag? I don't follow. I also have 2 Umbral Former on my mag. In fact, I wonder if... No, my mag only has 2 Umbral Former. I don't need a 3rd. But I already have 2 Umbral Former on my mag, so I'm curious, like, what I need to try. That entire message is confusing. Alrighty, let's do this. I'm just gonna ignore them then. Alright, PB, you take A, I'm take B. Oh, never mind, you take B, I'll take A then. Be like that.
Tenno, be on the lookout for increased security measures. The target console is nearby. If you trigger it now, you're talking about
the universal mag? I've made several videos on it actually. Oh, fucking shield gating. What am I hitting? Hang on. What's the dealio here? Wait. Oh, right, okay, it's this way. I've made several videos, but you'll only find hopefully around 1 or 2 because I've sort of privated the previous one so that it doesn't get confusing as to what build I'm using. Okay, I'm clearly missing. Oh no, I'm not. I'd like to point out that PB so far hasn't actually managed to crash, so that's exciting.
No alarms.
Headshot. If only Thanatos was still around. Would have been great to have him in it. But, oh well. What can you do? Maybe PB has a new computer or a new laptop. Or a new graphics card. Or a graphics card. Apparently it's the same old, same old. Yo, PB. Do you need help with that? Have we forgotten how to do spy missions all of a sudden? Nope, we're all good.
Came for. Get to extraction.
Did you use a mag with the Wisp helmet ability? You're talking about the fireworks mag video. I have tried it, and it is very broken, but it is not my preference. You downloaded a sketchy gaming software that cleans unnecessary RAM and stuff. I think a better one would be CC. I'm not paid by CCleaner, but a better one would probably be CCleaner. I find that to be really useful if you want to use that. Yeah, Devon Games, like I said, that's that you're talking about the fireworks mag video, fireworks mag build. I did an entire video on that. Where other people use the fireworks mag build under the premise of, look at how great this is with a melee weapon. I used past tense the fireworks mag build under the premise of, look at how great this thing is without a weapon. So that's how I roll. But I personally don't roll with the fireworks mag build a whole lot. But that's just my personal preference. Is it a sin that I haven't you probably don't have a mag build yet, despite watching a small frame tuber who is a mag main? Well, that's just disappointing, PB. But no, it's not necessarily a sin. It's more of a sin to be a no,
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all warriors' death.
I was gonna say it's more of a sin to be a Mesa main. Alright, let's have a look at that Sonos Riven real quick. Oh right, this is your slow as still arrows, Sonos. Oh, come on, what am I? There we go, that's what I'm looking for.
There's no telling what the cactus are doing to our rescue target. You need to find the holding cell immediately.
For anyone interested, I'm actually looking to do a Nyx video. Or rather, 2 Nyx videos. So I got 1 Nyx video done. I'm looking to do another one, a proper Nyx video. The first one was to answer a question, and after answering that question, I'm actually sort of interested in using Nyx again. But I feel like I need to put in a former for her. That's why I want to do a Railjack Affinity farm today. To put in a former on her. It's kind of a problem when I don't have any V polarities and I'm trying to use something like Prime Continuity. Really screws up the ability to build a Warframe like that.
They will initiate the execution sequence.
Alright, let's go. Remember PB, stealthy. Stay stealthy, stay stealthy, stay stealthy, stay stealthy, stay stealthy.
Jail. Our hostage is in one of these cells.
What's stealth? Well, what you just did? That's called stealth.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
I can fight too. Give me a weapon.
Searching for them heads. Alright, let's go. Hello, D13TH, which I think is supposed to mean death, but I'm actually reading that as Dith. So I don't know what the hell that is. But, can I add you? And if you're not busy, can you help me build my amp for my operator? Yeah, sure. Just add me. PB asks Dith if he's ever heard of recruitment chat. Just keep in mind though that recruiting chat probably won't care about your operator amp, so there is a difference between recruiting chat and, you know, this.
Good dance on.
But I'll put your, yeah, I'll add that to the list. An ever-growing list. Alright, things to do. Railjack, Affinity Farm. Someone wanted to do a Mag Prime Farm. Mag time now? Well, I was going to do a few more of those dailies, but, how many are off by it? Oh, just one. Oh, it's Fossa. It's gonna take a while. Alright, let's do the Mag Prime Farm then. So, Mag Prime Farm, tier list memes. What's my IGN? Same name as ever, Katagari. D13TH wants help with operator apps. If I get around to it today, then I'll get around to it today. Or tonight, rather. Oh, oh yeah, that's right, Steel Path Lephantos. Steel Path Lephantos. Alright. Gotcha. Alright. Well, Soup, feel free to jump in whenever you want. We'll do the, Actually, I wonder which is faster. Steel Path Lephantos or... Steel Path Lephantos would be nice and fast, if anything. Yeah, we can do Steel Path Lephantos right now. The whole week after Christmas.
Operator, you have remembered
yeah.
how the Tenno
That's how I roll.
moves.
Okay, so... To take on the Lephantos, I'm going to be using a multitude of weapons. I'm going to be using the Mosselin, I think. Yes, the Mosselin is a good choice. I'm going to be using the Mosselin and my Artemis Bow Prime. So... Unless you can dent its health. Okay, I will redeem her. No. PB, you gotta... What you want to do is you want to bring either... what you probably want to bring is... anything that is fast firing. That's usually the way to go. Usually. It will still take time regardless, but the way to go appears to be to do fast firing stuff. So if you could do that, that'd be great. Alright, no worries, Dith. If that even is your name, I'm not entirely sure if that's your name. Okay. Corrosive build. My Mosselin would probably benefit from a corrosive build as well. Do I have a config? No, I do not. Okay. Boom. There we go. Fast firing, yeah. Alright, if anyone wants to join in as well, /join Katagari as per usual. Otherwise, we go in. And we are going to die, possibly? I don't know. We'll see. One sec, guys. I'm just going to put up a message on our Facebook page. Or a Facebook group, rather. Yep, wrong one. Yep, there we go.
The VIP.
One sec, guys, one sec.
Find them and take them
There
out.
we go.
It was difficult to locate the source vector, the sector's infestation, but you are finally here.
Alrighty. Let's go. Wow, you're dead. That was very fast. Soup's loading in. Okay, nice.
Be wary. The creature has grown unfathomably strong through centuries, absorbing matter and self-replication.
Interesting. Soup also has almost no health left. I'm a little bit more concerned about that at this rate.
Deep within this millennia-old, turned infested ship lurks a creature created to fight in Cold War. Make your way to its location and dispatch this monster.
He's using the wrong build. Oh dear. Well, we can't have that. Protea? Probably not the best idea. Alright, here we go. Oh, bullcrap! Wait, how come I can't use my heavy weapon? You bastards. Okay, fine. I'll just make do with Artemis Bow. Would have preferred to use my Mosselin. The Mosselin's charge attack is actually really good at killing the Phantas. Okay, some of us have Mosselin. Excellent. No, I can't use the Mosselin at all. Damn. So the tactic with the Mosselin is you want to actually use the Mosselin to kill a bunch of ads as well, so that you can use the middle mouse charge attack, middle mouse charge blast, in order to actually do a lot of damage against the Phantas. I find that just seems to work. I don't know why. It seems to register as like a secondary sort of special thing. Oh, Pee-wee's crashed. Only took him long enough. Tonight you'll be leveling up your Necromech and Harrow. Maybe tomorrow you'll start farming for that amp. Sounds good to me. How do you intend to level up your Harrow? That's the big question. I know the Necromech Affinity Farm is good for Necromech Affinity farming, but I don't know about its effect on Warframe Affinity. Hey DJ, no Genshin. I mean, I've been streaming Genshin pretty much all week for a while now, so might as well take some time and actually stream a game that I've been playing a lot longer than Genshin, you know? We'll do some Genshin streaming tomorrow. Besides, I'm not really missing out on anything. Tonight is just farm whatever the bloody hell you want day. So, it's fine. It's not like I'm missing out on an event or anything, or it's not like I'm missing out on a new shop item or anything. Unfortunately. And I'm nowhere near getting any 10 pulls anytime soon, so... I'm nowhere near getting any big wishes anytime soon, so... we can just chill. Dice! Have you figured out what kind of amp you want yet? Do you have any idea what amp you want? He's saying to use a 177. In my opinion, you can use whatever the bloody hell you want. Oh, hang on, Soup, stay still. There we go. Oh. This one's terrible, truly annoying. Okay. Let's see. Come on, PB. You want to call it Kamehameha? To me, that says that you actually just want to use Madurai. You don't need an app to do Kamehameha. Or as they call it, Spirit Bombs. Yes? I'm not that familiar with my Dragon Ball Z nomenclature. Are they called Spirit Bombs? I may be a weeb, but I'm not a Dragon Ball Z weeb, so I'm not entirely sure if that's the correct terminology there. Spirit Bombs are different? Okay. Then what's it actually called? Because we can't just call it Kamehameha. That's just the friggin' sound that you make. I mean, that's a bit scuffed, you know? It's like saying, here's a gun, but we're actually not calling it guns, we're just calling it bang bangs. Like, no, we're not. The correct terminology is gun, or in this case, if it's an AR rifle, then we just, or it's like saying, here is a Grakata Prime, but we're not calling it a Grakata Prime, which doesn't exist. Sorry to get all your hopes up, but I'm not like leaking this idea that Grakata Prime's gonna be a thing. But it's like saying, here's the Grakata Prime, but we're not calling it that. We're just gonna call it Daka. It's just called Daka. Like the rally. Oh, you little bitch. Okay, any time between now and Christmas? Let's go, boys. Hey, Kinetic Pegasus, how's it going? Are you sure your Redeemer would have been good? I mean, I don't know. Hey. Fuck, what's your name again? You're at 1 point fade. Pixel! Hey, Pixel, how's it going? I had to remember Fortnite player, who the fuck plays Fortnite in my community? Oh, that's right, Pixel! Wait, is the head down? No, I don't speak French. I'm assuming that's French. Pixel probably... PB says Pixel probably Fortnite dances on his birthday. Do you wish to confirm or deny that? That is a very big accusation to levy there, PB. We're gonna have to give him... We're gonna have to give them... He's going to deny that. And I would bloody well hope so, thank you very much. That would be a very big accusation to levy against against anyone, frankly. And I would hope that anyone would be given the opportunity to respond to that, because freaking Yakarinos. Yeah, it's French because you're Canadian. That's great. I can't speak French because I'm Chinese. Not that that means anything. I just can't speak French because I never learned French. But I do know one person who is French, who would be very happy to respond to that, whatever that is. Ironically enough, I actually know two people who would probably speak French, with a potential third. But one of those people happens to be Chinese. And not only that, happens to have the exact same name as me. I know for a fact that she lives in France. So I would assume, therefore, that the French femme fatale of myself, femme fatale, is that even the right word I'm looking for? The French female version of me would be able to speak French, no? So I can't speak French, but a person who has the exact same name as me but is way more better looking than me, for obvious reasons, can in fact speak French. So, you know, there we go. Focus on one at a time, we did with MR8 weapons. Oh, this is Steel Path Lefantis, by the way, mate. So it's a little bit different. We're looking at... We've got slightly bigger problems than just, like, focus firing. Zodic Banda is saying, still waiting for a new war in about 1.5 years. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. Speaking of the new war, it's interesting you bring that up. I did a poll. I did 2 polls, rather. So one poll was done on my community post, as a community post, right? And you can see what the poll is for everyone who's watching on YouTube. For everyone who's watching on Twitch, feel free to jump on my YouTube channel. Just type in !YouTube, it'll give you the link. But essentially, the community post, I asked, if given the opportunity, sortie mission. This isn't sortie, this is Steel Path. Hang on, am I reading your thing incorrectly? I don't know, maybe. Hang on, let me just, okay, let's do that. Okay, so, anyway. Anyway, so, I asked, if given the opportunity to decide the fate of the Lotus, what would you choose? What would you choose? And it's curious, because on the Facebook page, the Warframe Australia YouTube, what the fuck? Warframe Australia New Zealand Facebook page. It's also, I can't read Chinese despite the fact I'm Chinese. I think one of the words you wrote is for, but I don't know what any of that means. I'm gonna have to literally call in my parents to figure out what the hell you just wrote, because like hell am I gonna be using Google Translate on friggin' Chinese. Anyway. So, on the Australia New Zealand Warframe Facebook page. Can't read that either. The predominant answer was to save her. Yeah, the predominant answer was forgiveness. So it seems like the Australian New Zealand Warframe community are more interested in saving her and forgiving her, despite everything that may or may not have happened. But on my community post, there is a 50% response for killing, a 50% response for death. So that's interesting. My community, and I may have influenced that a little bit because of that. My community is more bloodthirsty than the Australian New Zealand portion of the Warframe community. Is this guy gonna open up? Hey Diego, how's it going? You're on PlayStation? Sorry, you're on Xbox? RIP. Alright. Wait, you're not dead. Now you're dead. Oh, I need... Alrighty. My community is definitely more cruel. That or my community is more cynical and jaded. Can you stream Yeet? What do you mean? It's down. And yet it's still standing. Why? Now it's down. Or not. Wait, it's still got health. Is this a new mechanic? What is this? I don't remember there being a third... I don't remember there being like a friggin' headless body. It says Scream. Oh, Scream. I can't... I might be a bit dyslexic, sorry.
Won't be bothering us anymore.
But,
Let's
why?
get out of here.
Bit of a weird request to ask. I'm not inclined to do random requests like that. Oh. PB's already, way ahead of us. Because he's, Titania. For a second I thought there was like a new mechanic where it's like, okay, cool, you, oh, he's stuck. Oh, okay, well, in that case, we'll just wait here for him. For a second I thought it was a new mechanic. It's like, well, you killed his heads, but you still gotta deal with his body. And I'm like, damn. Must be Steel Path Lephantis then. Wow. Tell you what, should I find the opportunity to scream Yeet for some reason, I will do so. But until then, I will not. Yeah, 15 on YouTube. Very exciting. Talking about the community, the Indian Warframe community is rapidly declining. Not much people play Warframe anymore, and many Warframe gamers have become veterans and cursed with the Warframe veteran curse. Yeah. I'm curious if that's something that's happening solely in the Indian community and not something that's happening more or less worldwide. From 10 streams ago when I boosted you and the vault and got stuck. Yeah, it is karma, PB. It's karma, 100%. Where's my Ivara fashion frame video? Have I not done an Ivara fashion frame video yet? You mean to tell me this entire time I haven't done an Ivara fashion frame video? Is Mesa a good frame for me to finish the rest of the star chart? Okay. Here's the thing about Mesa. Mesa's a good frame for you to finish the star chart. But she's a bad video. But she's a bad frame to use because you'll start to get too comfortable with the game. And afterwards, the slightest bit of difficulty will become too difficult for you, which tends to result in you complaining in forums and Reddit threads and discussions that something that's not even actually that particularly difficult is actually way too difficult for you. I would not really recommend using Mesa as a direct result of that. But if you just want someone to finish the star chart, that is the Warframe for you. I'm surprised I haven't actually done an Ivara fashion frame. Not video, the one I use on Eidolons. Oh, you mean the purple one? Yeah, long-time players feel like nothing is challenging and lose interest. Hi, hello. Okay, mag relic time. Yeah, we'll do the mag relics after we do the tier list. Let's take a break from gameplay for a second. Let's get into the tier list. We'll do the mag relics immediately afterwards. So, where is that? I may have not done it. You have been promised mag relics. We will do them after we do the tier list, okay? So, oh no, why is everyone doing tier lists? Might as well. So I'm just gonna literally go through every single Warframe and I will give you like a random ass ranking. If you want my actual legit feeling of every single Warframe, you should keep an eye on my on my quote-unquote haven't done this one in a very long time overview videos. Those are where I really get into what I actually think about each Warframe, okay? But this tier list, like all tier lists, is trash. Just a reminder, whether it's this game, whether it's any other game, whether it's in particular Genshin, Warframe, StarCraft, whatever, tier lists are trash. The Warframe that you should use is specifically the Warframe that appeals to you. If you enjoy a Warframe, that is the Warframe for you. If you do not enjoy a Warframe, that is most certainly not the Warframe for you. That being said, let's get into it. First one is going to be Ashe. Okay? So, the thing about Ashe is going to be A tier because Ashe alone was the sole reason why we had a giant kerfuffle to do with Mark for Death. Everybody and their mother got all their knickers in a bunch because Mark for Death, whether it got nerfed, whether it got buffed, doesn't matter. Everyone had a huge kerfuffle. And it was mainly because of Ashe. It's weird that Ashe is actually perfectly fine the way he is, as far as I can tell. All of his abilities are actually very useful. And see, people keep calling Bladestorm bad. I don't think Bladestorm is that bad. I think Bladestorm is pretty good. Especially since you don't have to actually participate in the Bladestorm anymore. So, yeah. Ashe is going to be A tier. Now we have big punchy boy Atlas, okay? I personally can't make him work. So based on that, he's probably going to be a B tier. In the sense that, for one thing, he has a somewhat not particularly useful ability, in my opinion, Tectonics. I'm not entirely sure what the dealio is with it, especially the idea of rolling it down a hill. It looks great, and if this were the Mandalorian, it would do tons of damage, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't really do a whole lot, yes? And as a shield, I'm gonna be real here, it's not really working in a game like this. Maybe in a defense mission, sure. That being said though, punching people with Landslide is really fun, petrifying is really strong, and definitely a really good ability to put on anyone using Helminth, so especially Necros. So if you want to do that, you gotta do that. Rumblers I think are fine as well. People were farming Shadow? Perhaps. Rumblers are fine, I think. There's nothing really wrong with them. Titanic Rumbler is a bit of a meme, I think, but still, I think they're fine. So that's why he's going to be B tier, okay? Oh, and for anyone who is paying attention at all, we're going from S down to F. Or rather, S down to D, but D is technically F. That makes sense, okay? Alright, the next thing is Banshee. Now, Banshee, I really can't make her work. Even with the Helminth, I'm still struggling to make her work as well. She's gonna have to be like a C tier. I think there is a way to use her. The way to use her appears to mainly be to do with sonar and silence, so that's fine. But it's that Soundquake that's really triggering me. I don't know. Your Lisa is still getting D's in their updated tier list. It's because they don't know how to play Lisa. So, Relentless sends 56 million damage Banshee video. Is he using sonar and or silence? Because obviously that's how you can do it. And also, oh no, sorry, she's not C tier. What am I saying? She's B tier because she has a really good armor strip in the way of Sonic Fracture. That's right. So not C tier. Sorry, I forgot that Sonic Fracture is a thing. See, this is why you should actually. If you really want to know what I feel about each Warframe, you should wait until I do the actual thing. You know, you should wait until I do the actual overview, okay? But when I'm just like going off the top of my head, this is what happens. So B rank for Banshee. She's good at stripping armor. She's got a really powerful damage augment ability, and silence is really good for if you want to do melee stuff. But that Sonic Quake is just so hilariously useless as far as I can tell. That. I think, yeah, you can't really do a whole lot with her. As far as I can tell, anyway. Alright. The next one's going to be Baruch. I have not used Baruch. I've leveled him up, but I have never bothered to use him. Chat, what do you reckon? What do you reckon about Baruch? He's probably absolutely perfectly fine, if not insanely OP. Okay. A tier? Alright then. I have not used any of his abilities, so I don't know. This is why I haven't done an overview video on him yet. But I don't know. Moving on. Chroma Prime. I think effigy is fine. But yes, it could do with the damage buff. The idea that you can now swap between elements is cool. Until you realize that Lavos exists. He can still buff and do all that cool stuff with his second and his third ability. But I mean, outside of Eidolon hunts, this is not particularly all that good. So he's probably gonna have to be a C tier. He's probably gonna have to be a C tier. Alrighty. Atlas is just air. Baruch is probably A tier. Yeah, probably. I haven't used him yet, so I don't know. Alright, let's look at the fire chicken herself, Ember. Nobody uses Chroma in Eidolon hunts anymore. Well, there we go. Okay. Well, apparently I can't do that one, so... Oh, no, I can't even do that one either. Okay, so... The funny thing about Ember is that she only has one useless ability, and that's pretty much it. But it is her first ability, and that's perfectly fine. I think Ember is A tier. You've got a Warframe that can create energy orbs through an augment, so that's pretty good. And a Warframe that can strip all their armor, S tier? Yeah, there is more than enough reason to make that judgment too. And a Warframe that can basically survive a whole lot. Either A or S tier. Pick one. Isn't even the best PT. Yeah, probably. Moving on. Equinox Prime. I've already done an overview on Equinox Prime. If I remember correct, I've written an overview, but I never bothered to record it. But you won't actually need to use dispensary on Equinox because she can make her own energy orbs already. The thing about Equinox Prime is if you can manage all of her abilities, she is by definition S tier. She can do everything. Her damage, I feel like her damage on her maim could use a bit of a buff, at least. In my opinion, it doesn't do a whole lot. But by definition, she does everything, so that kind of makes her an S tier. But I think generally speaking, for normal humans, she has a very difficult kit to manage. So I will probably say A tier as well. Yeah, can synergize with Garuda's 4. Well, frankly, anything can synergize with Garuda's 4. Okay, the next one is going to be Excalibur / Umbra. If you're an Excalibur fan, you'll probably find him to be A tier. But I think he's borderline B tier. For one thing, Radial Javelin is useless. Radial Howl or the blind is nice, and the slash dash is fun, but yeah, he's either B tier or frankly he's B tier tops. That being said though, if you use him with Mag, I think you can actually do quite a lot of damage with Exalted Blade plus Magnetite, but I've never tried it. I probably should at some point, but I've never tried it. Okay, the next one is going to be Frost. Despite the fact that Frost exists has existed since the dawn of time, I've actually never used him. So I don't know what the dealio is with him. But Avalanche can strip armor with an augment, yes? No, not with an augment, sorry, my bad. Avalanche can strip armor, so that's good. Snow Globe is great for defense missions, although nobody ever really uses him. I don't really ever see him being used for defense missions anymore. Ice Wave, from what I gather, is completely useless. Freeze is also cute, but not particularly useful. 300% power strength is, well, that's if you want to strip all the armor. Maybe. But I don't think you necessarily need to, you don't necessarily need to strip all their armor. You just need to strip enough armor to actually be able to kill them. Also says, trying to decide between, also hi Frode, trying to decide between Equinox and Ivara Prime, which should I choose? I'd probably say Ivara Prime. Ivara Prime is easier to use, and I feel like you get more value out of Ivara Prime than you would get out of Equinox Prime. But if you can handle all of Equinox's entire kit, have fun with Equinox Prime. Okay, so probably what did I say? Probably C tier or B tier. Low B, possibly C tier. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so Gara is going to be in A tier simply because Spectra Siphon can give you energy, so that's already high on my list. And Splinter Storm seems to be really, really useful. Shattered Lash, I'm not entirely sure if that's all that useful. But Vitrify seems really good. So yeah, I think Gara is, what did I say, A tier or S tier? I'm not entirely sure what the dealio is with Shattered Lash, that's the only thing. I'm gonna do Ivara? Yeah, Ivara is probably the way to go. Either way, just having Spectro Siphon is already like putting her on the high on my list. Gotta use a stat stick? Well, that's probably why. Alright, so, Garuda, S tier. Guaranteed. 100%. I will not hear a word against this. Garuda is S tier, okay? You're looking at a Warframe who gives guaranteed slash procs, who can make her own energy and a lot, frankly, has a really nice heal, and can also give herself a defensive ability. Like, Garuda's S tier. I don't care what anyone says. Y'all might disagree with me, but Garuda is S tier, okay? That's just the deal. Alright. The next one is Goss. I have a lot of people who got really triggered by me using Goss in a sort of unoptimized way in a speed test, despite the fact that I specifically used everyone in an unoptimized way for that speed test. I kind of just wanted to see who was more or less fast enough. That being said though, Goss is probably an A tier. Dude can strip armor, he can run around really fast, Redline seems to be really helpful, and kinetic plating makes it really, really useful against pretty much every single enemy, minus a handful of infested missions. You heard that someone said Goss is useless in normal missions. I don't think that's necessarily true. For one thing, you can probably use Goss as a really powerful tank. So if you want to survive, you could probably survive more than Inaros. And he can strip armor, which makes him better than Inaros. For frankly, anyone's better than Inaros at this rate. And Redline seems fun, so you know. So I think he's probably B tier, but a lot of people are saying he's A tier. So it's up to you. Which one? It's up to you. If you like the speed, he's probably A tier. If you're not particularly keen beans on that speed, then he's probably B tier. So it just depends on who you are, but I would probably say B tier. I'm not particularly interested in all that speed, especially since in a normal mission, generally speaking, that speed is not going to work a whole lot because your map is usually a bit of a maze. Okay. Okay, Grendel. I did an entire video called In Defense of Grendel because everyone keeps saying he's terrible. He's not. He's actually pretty good. He does a lot of damage. He can heal a lot. He's tanky as all hell. Right? Maybe Regurgitate is not helpful at all. Maybe. You can make an argument that Regurgitate kind of sucks and is therefore a useless ability. But Nourish is a really nice heal. Feast is a really powerful killing ability, mind you. Because it does scaling damage like crazy. And Pulverize actually does a lot of damage as well. I used Pulverize as Steel Path. And it actually kicks ass. So I would actually say he's A tier. Everyone keeps saying that he's C tier or F tier or terrible and all that jazz, but they're completely wrong, I think. I would say he's A tier. High B tier, low A tier. It's Regurgitate that's sort of pulling him back a little bit. I do agree that Regurgitate is kind of useless, I think. Maybe. Like, I've tried it, doesn't seem to do a whole lot as far as I can tell, but the rest of his abilities are great. So, in defense of Grendel, I'd say he's at least he's around A tier. Okay. Harrow. Previously the most difficult Warframe to manage before Lavos showed up, okay? Harrow is S tier. I've already done a video on him. He's a 10 out of 10 Warframe, which by definition makes him an S tier Warframe. He can do everything. He can do everything. He can give you red crits out of the wazoo. He can give you energy. He can give his entire team energy. He can give you healing. He can give his entire team healing. And he can CC the crap out of everyone and give himself shields. What do you mean he's not an S tier? Of course he's an S tier, 100%. His system is impossible to acquire. Well, yeah, that's annoying. But are we going to take that into account? Probably not. Okay, moving on. Hildren. Thanatos would say Hildren is S tier, and I am inclined to believe. I'm inclined to agree with him. We're talking about a Warframe whose tankier than pretty much every other tank in the game, more or less. Has really powerful damage through Balefire. And is capable of armor stripping, it's capable of doing all sorts of cute things, and frankly, she flies. She's either high A, she's somewhere between high A, low S tier. That's what I reckon. Thicker than Alright, Hydroid Prime. So Pilferoid is a thing, that's still a thing. So that's useful. Undertow does do some damage, but you kind of need to break armor first if you're going to use it against Grenier. Tidal Surge is cute, but not particularly useful. And Tempest Barrage, like I said, breaks armor, so that's useful. But I would probably say he's B tier. Tops. B tier. Tops. B tier. Okay. Inaros. F tier. 100%. Sure, the dude can heal, but he's boring as crap. F tier, 100%. I'm moving on. Ivara Prime. Ivara. Did I ever do an Ivara overview? I'm surprised I haven't actually done an I'd be surprised if I've never done an Ivara overview before. Do you guys know? Do you guys remember? I think I have. Or have I? Or have I not? I have not. That's interesting. I have not. I probably should at some point. Josh is saying Ivara is S tier. I would say Ivara is high A tier. Without Dispensary... Also, I always play Ivara with Dispensary, okay? But without Dispensary, ignoring that for a second... Yeah, we're doing a Warframe tier list. Without Dispensary for a second... Ivara does have energy shenanigans. So, if you can manage her energy, she's going to do a lot for you. That being said, though, ignoring Dispensary for a second, Navigator, pretty useless. So, I'm going to have to say she's a high A tier. Okay? Because I don't find Navigator particularly helpful. That's why I replace Navigator with something like Dispensary almost immediately. Or I replace it with... yeah, I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I'm recording it right now as well. If you reckon she's S tier without helmets, then that's good for you. I would probably still say high A tier. It's mainly because I don't think an S tier Warframe can be an S tier Warframe if they have a useless ability. So whether or not you love her is kind of beside the point. Okay, we have a somewhat useless ability, or at least I personally don't like using this ability at all. I never use it in the form of Navigator. So by that regard, she is high A tier. You replace that with something like Eclipse, you replace that with something like Dispensary, you replace it with something like... Actually, I haven't really tried anything else on the helmets, really. But then she becomes an S tier Warframe, 100%. Glaive? I don't really... Like, the thing is, the problem with Navigator, if anything, is that in a game like this where you're moving around so much, Navigator just slows you down too much. And also, you churn through energy using Navigator. I don't particularly like it. The energy investment for Navigator versus the value that you could get out of Navigator seems really scuffed, if you ask me. Alright, let's move on. So what did I say? High A tier. Okay, Korra. Some people would say she's S tier. I probably say she's high A tier. One of her augments is a bit scuffed. The Venari Bodyguard augment, I think could be really, really good, but there's something up with it that is kind of making me not particularly like her a bit. That being said, though, she is a Warframe that can do pretty much everything. You're talking about a Warframe that can pilfer. You're talking about a Warframe who has a cat and therefore can armor strip like crazy. Who can heal. Who can also do some damage. I don't know how much damage she could do. I don't like the protect stance though for Venari. I don't really see a point to it. But outside of that, obviously everyone thinks of Korra. Obviously, when everyone thinks of Korra, they think of the Whip Claw plus insert stat stick. I don't really care about that. And a snare is really powerful. So yeah, high A tier. But I wouldn't really say S tier. Mainly because Venari. Protect stance seems really pointless. And Venari Bodyguard seems a bit off. John is saying C tier. That's not true. I don't agree with that in the slightest. Okay, Lavos. Despite being the newest Warframe in the game, I am going to call him an S tier. Dude does so much friggin' damage, holy friggin' crap, okay? So because you can't, so people who call him F tier or say he's not good probably just can't handle his kit. They just can't handle his kit. His kit is the most complex kit in the game now. It used to be Harrow, but it's actually going to be Lavos. So that's the deal. He's got a heal. He's got a heal. His Vile Rush does seem a little bit useless, but it does do some damage, so it's useful. Transmutation Probe, I use it mainly for radiation status procs, which is really, really powerful. All he needs is ability element addition thing tweaking. Maybe. And then there's also Catalyst. But Catalyst does a ton of damage. Catalyst is actually easy mode. So yeah. When you get used to actually using his kit, he's S tier, 100%. Okay? That's just the deal. I saw Railjack in the thumbnail. Oh yeah, I'll be playing Railjack later, if I have time. Because apparently we need to do some mag relics, oh, by the way, I'm going to do like 4 mag relics, okay? Soup, I'll just help you out there, and then if you need more help, we'll try later, okay? But we'll do 4 mag relics just to start off, okay? Just to start off. I can't even speak. Alright, Limbo Prime. So I've done an entire overview video on Limbo. I think Limbo is high A tier. I really like using Limbo. He's cool. And if you can't handle them, then you just suck. I'm sorry. You're talking about an ability that basically shuts down everything, because stasis exists. You can use that with Cataclysm, so that's really powerful. You can also use Rift Surge to massively increase the damage of your weapons. Banish is a bit of a meme. You could choose. You can try to figure out how you want to use Limbo. Sometimes I do find myself never using Banish. So Banish is a bit of a meme, but the rest of his abilities are really powerful. So he's A. So I would probably say he's A tier. Josh is saying low A, high B. Maybe. I am thinking mid A. You troll players with Banish on mobile defense missions, and that's why you give people the opinion that Limbo is D tier. Because you give people the opinion, the impression that Limbo is only used for trolling purposes. But no, Limbo is actually really powerful. I would call him A tier. Loki. F tier. Do I need to say more? What the hell does he do that cannot be done by literally anyone else? Why is he A tier? Explain to me that. Loki A tier? Why? What? Is it just invisibility? Whoop-de friggin' do. Decoy, useless. Teleport, cute but not really useful. Radial disarm, sure. But who cares? You know? All he has is invisibility, but frankly his invisibility is getting eaten by literally everyone else's invisibility. Loki is S tier on the market, is he? Nah. I'm sorry, Loki's useless. I find him completely and utterly useless. Every time I see a Loki there, I'm thinking, there's Loki. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Ivara. That's just my opinion. I don't find him useful at all. And he's certainly not S tier, because he has a useless ability in the form of Decoy. Anything outside of level 3 gameplay, Decoy is completely useless. Imagine using Loki though. Anyway, Loki, no. Just no. Okay, Mag. Would anyone like to guess what I'm going to say about Mag? Yeah, I've chosen... yeah, fight me, trippers. Would anyone like to, S tier? S tier. So obviously Soup is wrong, and Gavin is also wrong. Unless Gavin is talking about Loki. I don't know what Gavin is talking about. Mag is the best Warframe in the game. Obviously. I've done like 55 videos, maybe, on Mag, demonstrating precisely why Mag is the best Warframe in the game. You come to me to see the power of Mag, and I demonstrate the power of Mag all the damn time. Yeah, the best Warframe in the game is Mag. You're talking about a Warframe who can strip everyone's armor, who can CC the crap out, who can jam everyone's guns, who has the best damage, like, who has like maybe the best damage augmenting ability in the form of Magnetize. Sure, pull is a bit useless. A bit useless. But that CC that you get from pull is actually really good as well. So it's not as useful as all of Mag's other abilities, and it's definitely the ability that I would immediately replace with something from the helmet, as I have always replaced something from the helmet using Mag, if that makes sense. But Mag has a really, really good kit. The only thing I would say about Mag's kit, and this really only has this is really only to do with Mag's pull, is that Mag's pull does have a functionally unusable secondary ability. Did you know, if you somehow manage to land a kill with pull, you have a, well in this case 10%, but if you rank it all the way up, it's like a 20% chance to drop an energy orb. The only problem is that you'll never end up killing someone above level 5 using pull, because pull doesn't do much damage, right? So that's the problem. Hopefully one day DE will look into it and actually make it so that like anyone who's affected by pull immediately has like a plus 25% chance to drop an energy orb. Then Mag would actually be triple S tier. But until then, she's just S tier. Moving on. Magnetic damage, am I a joke to you? Yes. Yes, you are. Mesa Prime. Mesa. Okay, so I'm going to pull a Zhongli here. Mesa as a Warframe is high A tier. The only thing she's missing is healing. That's it. And Ballistic Battery is kind of useless, okay? Mesa as a Warframe is high A tier. Mesa players, on the other hand, Mesa mains, on the other hand, F tier. So, when you combine those two together, she's high B tier. Okay? She's high B tier. As a Warframe, she's great, but as a player base, she's horrible. So, high B tier. Okay? The only thing I would say is Ballistic Battery. What the hell is the point of this particular ability? Explain to me this. I see no point in it. Am I supposed to use it with a sniper rifle? Who brings a sniper rifle with Mesa? That's my question. Otherwise, Mesa, high B tier. Okay. Mirage. Does an incredible amount of damage. High A tier. I'd probably say Sleight of Hand is more annoying to use and potentially slightly useless. But outside of that, she's great. She's squishy as all hell though, so you know, really pay attention to your surroundings when you're using Mesa, when you're using Mirage. Sleight of Hand is good for ESO? Maybe. But I would argue that anything that Sleight of Hand is good at, Prism pretty much destroys it. Prism does a ton of damage. If it was just the Prism itself is S tier. So Josh is partly correct, I think. The Prism itself is S tier. But I think Mesa's entire kit... Mirage's entire kit... Why do I keep calling her Mesa? Mirage's entire kit, it's really just that Sleight of Hand that's sort of dragging her down. That's about it. But Eclipse is really powerful. Especially on Mirage herself, Eclipse is really bloody powerful. Especially if you know how to use it. Most people don't seem to know how to use it. So obviously they complain that that Eclipse is not consistent. Well, if it was consistent, guess what? It would be hilariously overpowered. Let's move on. Necros. Yeah. A tier. Mirage's 4 has low damage? Does Nightmare Frame even know how to... I'm sorry, that's just completely wrong. No, that's completely wrong. I've demonstrated that in a video before. That is completely wrong. Mirage's Prism does tons of damage. The only place where it specifically doesn't do any damage is Deimos. And I suspect that was only because there was a problem with the lighting. I'm not entirely sure if that's been fixed yet, but if you're trying to use Mirage on the surface of Deimos, then yes, Prism doesn't do any damage. But in literally any other map, as far as I can tell, Prism kills everything. Okay. Okay, so, Necros. High B tier. Okay? High B tier. He's not terribly powerful, but he's very useful. Yeah? Might have low damage at level 5000, but not normal stuff. Yeah, if you're trying to like base things off level 5000, guess what? Base that does low damage then. Soul Punch I find to be not particularly useful. Terrify I also find to be not particularly useful. It's mainly because the amount of armor strip that comes from it is not particularly high, and the crowd control is kind of cute but not really necessary. That being said, though, Desecrate and Shadows of the Dead are very useful, and I tend to find those happening a lot of the time. I tend to use those two abilities a lot, but his first two abilities are not particularly helpful. B tier. Okay, Nezha. I have absolutely no idea where to place him. Now, it's not like I don't know how to play him, and it's not like I've never played him before. I've used Nezha before. I still have no idea where I would place him. S tier? Interesting. You're gonna have to convince me about that. I could see more of a reason to put him at a high A tier, but not S tier. But I don't know. Josh is saying B to C. Man can do pinball. Yeah, but the pinball doesn't do a whole lot these days as far as I can tell. He can tank. Yeah, he can tank. Warding Halo is really powerful for tanking and also a really good support ability. But he does have good CC too. Yeah, true. The only thing I have a problem with when it comes to Nezha is that I don't know what's happened. There was a time where, at least in the Simulacrum, if I used Divine Spears on 8 enemies, and then I charged up the Blazing Chakram and used it on those 8 enemies, specifically Corrupted Heavy Gunners, they would all die. But these days, I don't know if I've just done something wrong with my build, or if something's changed about him, but that doesn't seem to happen anymore. So I'm not sure what the dealio is. I don't know, I'm not sure what the dealio is. I feel like he used to have real damage, as Frodo Road is talking about. I feel like he used to have real damage, but I don't know, I think something's happened to him. So I'm kind of feeling his high B tier tops. Kind of feeling like he's high B tier, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. I don't care about endurance runs. I'll fall asleep before I finish an endurance run. Okay, Nidus. A tier. Nidus is really strong. He just is. The only problem that you may have with Nidus is if you can't bring his stacks up via virulence, oh, then you're screwed. And that typically happens if you have bitch-ass allies. But aside from that, I think you'll find that he's A tier. Pretty good A tier. Lava's pretty strong. Parasitic Link actually makes you even more tanky than you should be. Or if you use it on an ally, it actually makes them even stronger. Well, that's really good. I think Ravenous is a good heal as well. So yeah, I'd probably say he's A tier. Okay. Nova. The only problem I have with Nova is that Nullstar requires so much duration. Outside of that, I reckon she's also high A tier. Obviously, Molecular Prime means double damage, easy. Antimatter Drop is a giant nuke. That's always been a giant nuke. PB saying B tier? Maybe. But I would probably say Nova's A tier. There's a lot of A tier Warframes, and you might find that I'm way more forgiving about some Warframes, and I actually find myself more defensive on some Warframes than other people. But either way, I think Nova's in a really good place. Teleport's very useful, especially in Plains of Eidolon and other open world maps. It's just Nullstar. It's just Nullstar that's pissing me off, because the only way you really make Nullstar useful is through high duration, and I don't know about that high duration. It's really hard for me to build high duration, because I kind of feel like for something like Molecular Prime, you kind of need that range, and then you kind of want that strength for AMD, I think, or I don't know. Anyway, something to think about. Anyway, Nyx. I'm literally trying to do a video on Nyx. That's why I want to do some Railjack later tonight. So let's try to finish this off as quickly as possible. No, Nyx is not garbage tier. I'd probably say Nyx is B tier. Here's the thing about Nyx. It does not take a lot of power strength to delete every single... You don't use range for... Really? interesting. Okay. Clearly, I don't know a whole lot about Nova. But in terms of Nyx, B tier. It does not take a lot of power strains to be able to strip everyone's, well, three or in some cases like 4 or 5 people's armor and shields. Psychic Bolts is actually pretty strong. Now in Steel Parts missions, not that strong, because you can only hit like 4 or 5 enemies at a time, so that's obviously annoying. But in other missions, where there's not that many enemies, Psychic Bolts is great. Mind Control is not that powerful, Chaos is cute, and Absorb is great. I've also someone in one of my comments in a comment to one of my videos is duration based. Oh shit. Oh okay. Well shows how much I know about Nova. Okay. Someone in the comments asked me about a specific interaction between a certain ability in the Helminth and Nyx, and I've discovered that there's actually, as a direct result of that particular question being posed, that there's actually a really nice interaction between a certain ability in the Helminth and Absorb. So feel free to guess which ones those are, but Absorb is actually pretty good, especially with Assimilate. Absorb and Assimilate are really, really good. But I do actually want to do a proper Nyx video where I basically do a dispensary Nyx build, but kind of show it in an infinite assimilate fashion, so that's going to be interesting. So by the time this shows up on YouTube as a proper video, I probably would have already done the Nyx video. But until then, get ready for that. I reckon Nyx is B tier. Oberon. S tier. I would say Oberon is S tier. The dude can do basically everything. Dude strips armor, heals like crazy, and CCs like crazy. I mean, do you need anything else? Smite. Infusion. Hello. Oberon is S tier 100%. I will not hear any word against this. I will not hear any word against this. Oberon is S tier 100%. Moving on. Who am I up to? Octavia. Wouldn't say very good at each thing. Are you kidding? The dude heals 100 health per second. Easy. Easy. Dude strips armor. Easy. Dude CCs the crap out of everyone. Easy. Smite Infusion is super strong. Easy. Oberon is S tier 100%. And Octavia is going to be the first Warframe where I will actually give a very easy triple S plus tier. Triple S plus. Octavia plays the game for you, ladies and gentlemen. Octavia plays the game for you. She is actually probably one of the strongest Warframes in the game. Like, just hands down. Notice how I gave Mag S tier. But Octavia is triple S plus. Triple S plus. Think about that, okay? A Mag main is placing Octavia higher than Mag. Octavia is triple S plus, okay? I will not hear a word against this. Protea. Protea is easy mode. B tier. B tier. What am I saying? S tier. Protea is easy mode. S tier. Easy mode. You talk about a Warframe that has one of the strongest abilities in the game, Dispensary. Lol. Hello. A Warframe who basically can destroy everything with more or less infinite scaling via Blaze Artillery. A Warframe who can basically supercharge her own shields. Easy. A Warframe that could literally survive death should she actually be shot down, which she probably wouldn't anyway. But if you move around, you probably get to blow everything up anyway with Blaze Artillery. S tier. Easy. Easy. Like, easiest S tier ever. Triple S tier? No. No. She still requires a tiny bit of skill. A tiny bit of skill. What about a passive? Passive? Oh yeah, there's that. I forgot about that too. I don't really think about her passive. But yeah, that's also a thing. S tier. Easy. Okay. Revenant. Okay. So, I personally think that Revenant is probably high B, low A tier, but Thanatos would say high S tier. So, depends on who you ask. The main thing I find The main thing that I think is a bit scuffed is just Dancer Macabre. Maybe? Maybe. Okay? Just maybe. That's the only ability that I find potentially problematic for a Warframe that prevents a Warframe from being S tier, because an ability that could be just useless enough to drag someone away from being S tier would be his fourth. Maybe. Okay? If you find that his fourth is doing well for you, great. I'm not so sure. Okay? Okay. Rhino. Low A tier tops. Rhino Stomp is cute, but not really necessary. Rhino Charge doesn't do a whole lot as far as I can tell. Rhino Skin is good. Rhino Roar is obviously good. But there are better buffs depending on what you're looking at. Depending on what you're looking for, Rhino, there are better buffs than Rhino. If you know how to use Eclipse like craps all over Roar for the most part. If you're looking for specifically something to buff your abilities, I would potentially look at something like Rest and Rage. If you want something to be a bit easier to use, but otherwise you could also use Roar. If you're looking for a buff on melee, you could potentially use Silence and or Warcry. There are better buffs than Roar, but Roar is good at least helping your allies with abilities. Roar is good at buffing abilities, and that's pretty much it. B tier. I don't really find him to be terribly useful. But meanwhile, Saren. S tier. We have a Warframe who can hard counter everyone. You go up against Armor, Spores, Corrosive Procs, easy. You go up against Corpus, Toxic Lash, Toxin Damage, easy. You go up against Infested, well, you actually can just use both Toxin Lash and Spores at the same time. And if you really feel like it, you can use Miasma and just give everyone a giant viral proc. Easy, done. And if you ever feel like healing, there's also Regenerating Molt. Like... easy. Easy S tier. You reckon double S? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I could see a reason. I could see a reason to give her double S. Okay, Titania Prime. Oh, sorry, a Titania/Titania Prime. Okay. So, had this been half a year ago, Titania would be low A tier tops. But now that Lantern doesn't float the hell away, considering that you also have Razorwing Blitz, considering that you also have Spellbound Harvest, considering that you also have, well, the ability to cycle through your tributes. High S tier. High S tier. She's more powerful than Mesa. High S tier. No, I think she's high S tier. If you can handle that speed, she's high S tier. If you're smacking into walls all the time, then she's A tier. Because you're not good at her. I'm sorry. If you're smacking into walls with her all the time, then you're just not good with her. But Titania is not bad. People are just bad with her. If that's the case. But in my opinion, Titania is high S tier. The only thing that's keeping her from something like triple S tier is mainly just that a lot of the tributes are not particularly useful. So there is that. But high S tier Titania, 100%. Trinity. Trinity. Oh boy. Chat, what do you reckon Trinity should be? A tier? Hey Rowan, how's it going? Oh yeah, if you were here for the very start of this whole exercise of doing the tier list, you would have heard me say that tier lists are all trash. Every single tier list that you ever hear is absolute garbage. I'll say this again. Every tier list you ever hear about any game, whether it be Warframe, HOTS, Genshin, doesn't matter. Every tier list is trash. If the Warframe you like to use is specifically if there is a Warframe that you like to use, guess what? That's the Warframe for you. If there is a Warframe that you specifically do not like to use, guess what? That's not going to be the Warframe for you. It doesn't matter what tier they are. if they appeal to you, well, guess what? That's exactly the Warframe that you should use. But you know, some people are saying low S, some people are saying A tier. I'd probably still put her at A tier, but low A tier. Energy Vampire is still good, but but the fact that you can put Dispensary on literally any Warframe now kind of craps on the idea that Energy Vampire is like as good as it needs to be, you know? That being said though, Well of Life is pretty good. The new and improved Well of Life is pretty strong. So, you know, there's a couple of things to think about. Link is good. Blessing's pretty good. The only problem is that Blessing doesn't affect Necromex anymore. Actually, it never... No, it did. Blessing used to affect Necromex, but it doesn't anymore. That's unfortunate, but, oh well, it is what it is. It includes the true damage part. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Energy Vampire does have true damage, true. Oh, yeah, but... Okay, but if you're going to use Energy Vampire as a damage ability, you kind of don't really need to use any of her other abilities now, because, if you try to use Energy Vampire as a damage ability, you kind of lose all of that duration. And when you lose all of that duration to do an Energy Vampire build, guess what? All of your other abilities are completely useless, because they only last for that much. As soon as you hear that, it's gone. So, that's kind of why I don't like EV builds. But otherwise, depending on how you build her, she's either C tier because she's only got one useful ability if you build EV, or she's low A tier if you actually build her to use all of her abilities, you know? Okay. Also, I don't know how many people have forgotten, you do realize that if you kill someone who's under the effects of Energy Vampire, all of their energy explodes and you actually get all their energy back. All that energy in one go. So you don't... I feel like a lot of people kept putting such a huge emphasis on the idea of low duration EV builds. Despite the fact that, you know, you could just do a normal build, right? And bring a Paris Prime. Do a normal build, use EV on someone, shoot them in the head, they die, and you get all your energy. Woof! In one foul swoop. But yes, PB and Gavin are correct. There are many ways to get energy now. Back then, not really. Yeah, but still, back then, the difference in time to get energy was literally like half a second. Half a second. That was the difference. The difference between using a proper EV build of having like 13% duration versus use EV and then shoot the guy in the face. Because back then we didn't have Steel Path. So it was actually rather easy to just shoot the guy in the face and you get all your energy back. But the amount of people who got so pissed off because I showed up with a normal build, not an EV build. Anyway, moving on. Before I lose my voice. Valkyria. A tier. I'm curious what everyone is. I'm curious how everyone responds to that. I think Valkyrie is actually really strong. I don't know why a lot of people say Valkyrie is really bad. A lot of people said Valkyrie is... A lot of people keep saying that Valkyrie is really bad. I don't think so. Your Valkyrie's claw damage is low. You don't know what you're doing wrong. Oh, you're definitely doing something wrong. You're gonna have to look into your claw build for starters. You're gonna have to look at how much power strength you're using on your Valkyrie. And have you tried using Hysteria? Sorry, have you tried using the new Hysteria augment? She kind of gets boring. Well, I guess everyone gets boring. But maybe. Eternal War is really powerful. Allblade says it sucks. Well, Allblade's wrong then. Valkyrie's claws are really powerful. I don't know what everyone else is smoking. They keep saying, "Yo, Valkyrie's claws are bad. Hysteria is bad. Hysteria is bad," and I'm like, no. Hysteria is pretty damn strong. Allblade is the law. No, he's not Brozyme. So, either way, I'd say Valkyrie is A tier. 100% A tier. Okay. Who am I up to? Volban. Okay. Yeah. Test your crap. You can listen to me as much as you want, but test your stuff. Seriously, test your stuff. Josh is saying Volban is S tier. Let's see, we're looking at a Warframe who can strip armor. We're looking at a Warframe who can then suck enemies in together. We're looking at a Warframe who has a giant laser. Space laser. We're looking at a Warframe with 3 out of 4 tethers, 3 out of 4 mines that are actually quite useful. And Fletched Orb is actually quite powerful. We're looking at a Warframe with Tesla Bank, who Rahatelius claims makes him really, really strong. I personally have not seen Tesla Bank to be terribly useful, but that's just me. But Rahatelius swears by his own mother, I would assume, that Tesla Bank is actually really, really strong. People say Photon Strike is bad, but if you strip armor, then it's actually really good, and you could do that with his force. Yeah, precisely. Exactly. I personally find Tesla Bank to be not all that useful, and as a direct result, I will keep him at A tier. So not S tier, I will keep him at A tier, specifically because I don't think Tesla Bank is all that useful. Now, some people seem to keep saying that Tesla Bank is extremely powerful, and definitely in a simulacrum setting, yeah, Tesla Bank can be really, really strong. But in normal missions, and this is the exact same thing that I said about Tesla Bank Mag, I can't make it work. I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong, but I tried and I tried and I really tried. I can't make it work, even with Mag. I can't make it work with Volban, and I certainly can't make it work with Mag. So I don't know. I might be doing something wrong, but until I eventually, maybe one day, discover what I am actually doing wrong, it's gonna have to be an A tier. Slap and snare or lava on Volban, but why? Why would you need to slap and snare or lava on Volban? You do realize that Vortex exists, right? You do realize that Vortex exists, right? Why double up? What's with the double up? Explain to me that, PB. Explain to me that. Wukong. I'm sorry, I've just skipped through a bunch of Warframes. Vault. This is gonna trigger a bunch of people, but I think Vault is low P tier tops. I don't think Vault is all that good. His shield is useful for Eidolon hunts, but that's mostly it. Shock is pointless. Speed is just really for funsies, so fair enough. If you like speed, then sure, bring him up to like a high B tier. The electric shield is only really good for him, I guess, and that's if you carry him, but you kind of, you know, lose a lot of your energy at the same time. So that's kind of sucks. Discharge is cool, sort of, but I don't know, I'm not really convinced that it does a whole lot. Capacitance is good in that it gives you shields, but I can't really say you really come to like his supportive ability to recharge shield. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't know, I'm not seeing him being all that useful. And I don't really care about an endurance run, because the problem with endurance run is that I fall asleep. So yeah, apparently he can room clear. The only thing I'll say about this is that I have seen, in terms of discharge though, I have seen vaults clear entire rooms in ESO, so I don't really know how they're doing that. I'd be curious to see what their build is, because I suspect they're actually compensating and compromising a lot in that kind of build. I think they might be compromising a lot. But regardless, he can't be S tier because the shock is kind of useless. And I probably wouldn't even put him as A tier because I don't think he does terribly much. But he's still useful, just not as useful as he probably could be. Okay? Okay. Every build he has is too specific? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Wisp. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the deal with Wisp, okay? Wisp as a Warframe is actually S tier. She does a ton of damage. She can heal. She can give everyone speed. She can give everyone some extra CC as well. She's really powerful. Breach Surge is an incredible bit of crowd control plus extra damage. And Will-O-Wisp, despite the fact that I tend to replace Will-O-Wisp with something from the Helminth, Will-O-Wisp is actually a pretty good and useful ability as well. Especially when you pair it up with Breach Surge. So Wisp as a Warframe is S tier. But here's the thing. Wisp's ass is triple S plus tier. Therefore, when you put the two together, Wisp is actually a double S tier. Okay? Wisp is actually a double S tier. Wisp's passive is broken AF? Maybe. But I personally don't use it. I don't really use it a whole lot. Because I don't find myself in the air. I tend to find myself using Soulgate 9 times out of 10. So I don't really find myself in the air. You know? But, yeah. What's a good tank? Johan asks, what's a good tank? Any tank who isn't Inaros. Inaros good? Don't listen to PB, he's just trolling. Nejo, if you know how to use him. Grendel, if you know how to use him. Gara, sort of. Inaros if you want to fall asleep. So no, not Inaros. Lavos if you know how to use him. There are a couple of really good options. Speaking of a good option, Wukong. Okay. I think Wukong is high ace tier. Are your messages going through? Yeah, they're going through. If you look at the bottom left corner of your screen, you might find that your messages show up as part of the chat. Soup saying that Wukong is S tier. Maybe. That is only Wukong is S tier only if you deem that Primal Fury actually does enough damage. I have heard conflicting statements. Some people reckon that Primal Fury does enough damage. Some people say it doesn't. Last time I used Primal Fury, it wasn't exactly impressing me. His 4 is kinda, yeah. So yes, Wukong does have a ton of invincibility, i.e. dude almost normally doesn't really die. For one thing, you have a hilariously powerful heal in the form of Cloudwalker. You have an incredible bit of invulnerability / damage with Defy, sure. But I'm not terribly impressed with... Primal Rage 1.2 million damage video. Oh. I'm curious to see how he did it then. Interesting. But last time I checked, it was not particularly impressive. So I'll be interested to see how Relentless Zen builds his Wukong to do apparently that much damage on Wukong. But until then, I would probably say high A tier. I have a question. What do you think is a good all-rounder Warframe that can do different types of missions? Mag. That's my first answer. Mag. Harrow, if you can handle him. Vault, I guess, maybe. Avara. Yeah, possibly. Oberon, definitely. Mirage, well, if you can survive, if you can keep aware of your surroundings. Mirage, Limbo, Goss, apparently. But yeah, there are a bunch of Warframes that are really good all-rounders, but my first obvious answer is Mag. Okay. Okay, so that's Wukong. What did I say? High A tier. Okay. I don't know if they fixed it yet, but for some reason if I use Exalted Blade with Excalibur and the more combo I get, the less damage I do. Oh, I have no idea what the hell that's about, Johan. but that sounds like a hilarious bug to me. Alright, Zaku. Oh, Zaku. Specifically because of the Lost, I feel like Zaku can only be high B tier tops. Super Saiyan C tier, and I feel like he does have a leg to stand on in that regard. You could make an argument for saying that Zaku is even worse than I think he is. So you can make any frame do millions of damage with the right comp. Videos like these, if they weren't solo, mean nothing. Yeah, that's a true statement. Zaku is B tier. So Josh is saying Zaku is B tier. I think he's low B tier. Zata's Whisper is cute but not particularly useful. Grasp of Loke is strong if you find enough enemies, so that's good. The Lost is 2/3 useless, I feel. Endurance run Zaku. Again, I don't care because I fall asleep with endurance runs. The Vast in Time is mostly useful, but he only needs to get hit once. Dude's kind of squishy. And he doesn't have a heal. So dude's kind of squishy. So yes, you can evade like 75% of all incoming fire. But one shot, you only need one bullet. You only need a stray bullet somewhere. Or an explosion. And you're kind of gonskis. Low B tier with the potential of being C tier. That's what I would say. Zephyr. If he has a juggler set mod, then you can do 100% damage. Wait, is that for real? Do they stack? If that's the case, then that's pretty good, but outside of that, nah. Okay, Zephyr. I did a Zephyr overview on her. Josh is saying A tier. I'm not convinced. I did a Zephyr overview, and in that Zephyr overview, I gave her a 6 out of 10 score. Now you may be thinking 6 out of 10, that's a pass mark. It's not. Zephyr, I think, is below average. I'm not convinced that Zephyr is all that good. Now, she has potential if tornadoes didn't move all over the place. She does have potential. Tornadoes, in the right circumstances, tornadoes can do a ton of damage with an explosive weapon. Oh yeah, in the right circumstances, very specific right circumstances, Zephyr can do a ton of damage with tornadoes. They're good CC when the guys are still in the tornado, but they fling the guys out of the tornado, so that's kind of a bit annoying. Turbulence is a very powerful way of staying alive. That's true. Outside of melee attacks, but outside of that, Turbulence is a really powerful way of staying alive. Airburst, on the other hand, I'm not seeing how that is useful in any way, shape, or form. And Tailwind is fun to use, but not particularly good. The Tailwind Dive Bomb Augment could be strong, but I feel like you need to have a ton of setup. Turbulence is good. Yes, Turbulence is good. I feel like you need to have a lot of setup. So because 3 of her 4 abilities I find to be not particularly useful, I'd probably have to say that Zephyr is C tier. I'm not convinced that Zephyr is actually all that good, but if you can actually use Zephyr really well somehow, I'd be curious to see how you're doing it, because I tried. I really did. I haven't been able to really come up with anything that works out all too well. So yeah. Let's just finish the tier list. With the 2, you want the Archwings and the Necromex as well? Yeah, sure, we'll do that. So Bone Widow. I literally have a Bone Widow video coming out in 2 days, but I'm just gonna say he's B tier. A tier. He's got potential. And he's actually not as bad as everyone says. What's this? Geo3942, whoever you are, hello. Voidrig, S tier. 100%. Oh, sorry, no, not S tier, A tier as well, high A tier. The only problem with him, Voidrig, is that the Necro Web seems terribly useless. The Necro Web seems terribly useless. That's it. You reckon Bone Widow is S? Maybe. Bone Widow is a lot better than than some people give them credit for. All right, let's have a look at the Archwings as well. Bone Widow is a lot better than someone like PB gives them credit for. Okay, so Amesha is basically the heal and tank Archwing. I'd probably say B tier. Sure, it's the only Archwing that doesn't get blown out of the sky if you're playing Railjack at the present moment, but that's really a grand indictment when it comes to Archwings. I would say Amesha is B tier. Electron is cute, but I don't know, doesn't seem to do a whole... is cool. The abilities, on the other hand, though, doesn't seem to do a whole lot, though. I feel like Warhead is a fun ability to use, but doesn't really do anything. Thumper doesn't do enough damage. Maybe I'm just playing the wrong things, or maybe I'm just not playing the right missions enough, but either way, Corvette, Bloomer, they don't seem terribly useful. I probably say C tier, unfortunately. I feel like a lot of the Archwings are just going to have to get sorted out. Itzel, I like Itzel, but unfortunately the one thing I like about Itzel being the fighter escort, which turns into a Gundam, doesn't do any damage whatsoever. So I can't really put Itzel at a high A tier either. Cosmic Crush is cool, mainly for grabbing stuff, but that's about it. Penumbra is useful-ish. It says that you do turn invincible, but whoop-de-frickin' do, you're stuck. And Arcline is completely and utterly useless. So I would say low B tier tops. Itzel has the highest movement speed. Is that even true? It probably is. Best for Eidolons. Yeah, but that's only for travel. Who cares? Odonata Prime, as much as I tend to use Odonata Prime over every single Archwing, the missiles are useless. The repel is mostly useless. The disarray is cute, but not terribly useful against cruise ship missiles, which seems to be the only thing that I need to be worrying about most of the time. And Energy Shell is cute, but again, doesn't really save me from cruise ship missiles. High C tier tops. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so for YouTube purposes, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you liked this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Warframe content, and, you know, feel free to let me know all that crap and all that jazz. But otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Bye! Alright, done. Okay, so nobody leave, because that was literally just me saying goodbye for the video version of it. So, let's continue. You're all typing in too late. I've already stopped filming. Oh, I've already stopped recording. Frodo Road says, I'll put your tier list as A tier, better than Brozymes with Anaros as A+. Did Zim really say that Anaros is A+? See, this is why I don't watch Zim videos. It's those kind of brain dead... It's just that kind of like brain dead bullcrap opinion that just makes me be like, bruh, why? Why did you say that? And don't say that ever again. Anyway, moving on. But you know, yeah, but Bruz is the law. Okay, so let's do the mag farm. Oh no, sorry, I am gonna have to do the affinity farm first. Sorry, Soup, I'm gonna have to do the affinity farm first, because the reason why I want to do the affinity farm right now is because I still have that event boost, the event affinity booster it still has a day left. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, if you have anything that you need to get upgraded right now, now is the good time. Join me. We're going to upgrade something right now. Don't worry, Soup, this won't take long. What tier is Mesa? So Mesa as a Warframe is S tier, but Mesa players like Brutzim are F tier, so she's B tier. This won't take long. No, this really won't. Because we right now have a situation where I have both an affinity booster and an event affinity booster. So actually upgrading a Warframe right now through something like the Railjack affinity farm. Oh, by the way, we forgot about one more thing. I probably should have said this as well, but we forgot about one more thing. Railjacks are S tier. Just Railjacks in general are S tier. When will OV end? I don't even know.
Well put together.
Okay.
Operator. Now get out.
If you want to join me for a Railjack Affinity farm, now is the time, okay? You can either send me a message /W category, or you can just try to join the team /join category, okay? Get in now while there's still space. I'm just gonna go and get something to drink. Okay. Finally some water. When I talk like that for like an entire hour without even drinking any water, my entire throat goes really dry, so that's really problematic. Good thing I went to the dojo, because otherwise we would start off with a freaking hilarious opportunity of like freaking... Ah! Frode's joining in. Excellent. Okay. Frode, do you wish to use the side guns? Yes or no? It's up to you if you want. If you want to, great. If you don't want to, great. Do you wish to use the side guns? Yes or no? Sorry, Soup. Someone already joined. Who's... Okay, chat, who's Sandwich3228? Who's that? Who is Sandwich V3228? Who is that? Wait, hold on, Fro, did you say you wanted to use the side guns? Oh, that's you? That's fine. Okay, in that case. Okay. Holler when y'all ready. This is an affinity from BTW. Okay. Is everyone ready? PB's trying to level up a Mag Prime. That's good. We all ready? Where's my Fragile Prime build? I did a video on it, didn't I? Have a look around. I think I did a video on it. Okay. Food. Okay, I think Frode's ready. He's got a Helicar with rank 0, which will level up really quickly because he's only carrying that. I think we're good to go. Yes. And it's not sentient anomaly memes. Yes. 3. Okay. 1 sec. Gotta do it this way. 3, 2, 1. Booyakasha, let's go. Oh, PB said... Ah, too late, PB, sorry. I gave you ample opportunity to say, no, not ready yet. Oh well, whatever. Okay. Which should I go? Sandwich, go forward artillery then. Go forward artillery. We already have someone on the side guns. I think PB's gonna forge. Actually, no. PB, don't you want to do forward artillery? I don't know. Oh, PB's already on forward artillery, so yeah, Sandwich, you can go you can go engineering. PB's trying to get his 25k Andy status back into action again. Alrighty. Well, PB's saying he's the only forward artillery suitable for the Catherine Gaza. That's not entirely true. I still exist. I continue to exist.
Enemy fighter support.
So that's not entirely true. Are reporting Rosaria to be a polearm user? Damn! That's crazy. Alright, PB. Take the shot. Sniping cruise ships is easier? Well, yeah, it is. The problem is that a lot of people don't seem to realize that it's actually pretty easy to snipe a cruise ship from 50 meters away. Sorry, not 50 meters. From like 25 kilometers away. Wait for the missile to hit. Go for it. You missed.
Remaining fighters are being called off. Excellent. Hull rupture. Breach.
Mattis,
Omnis needed.
here's something to think about.
Scratch.
How much movement does being a polearm user tend to involve? Think about it.
Rupture.
Think about it.
Good job.
And then you think about it as Rosaria.
Hold some friends.
Think about it.
Ship has punched in.
Think about it. But don't think about it for too long.
Rainier cruise ship has translated in sector. Cruise ship down. That clears up some space. Cruise ship on scope.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of movement is involved when using a polearm. And you got someone like Rosaria, who allegedly is going to be a polearm user. So think about it.
We have one less cruise ship
about
to
it.
be concerned with. Direct attention to remaining targets.
Hey, engineer, don't forget Battle Forge is a thing. What is the ugliest and worst weapon in Warframe? I have no idea. Some people say Stug. Is Program Grind really that good, or is it overrated?
Cruise ship.
Good question. A lot of people are saying the Stug. Yeah, probably. What is the Stug?
Pretty. Enemy forces
The Stug
headed. Threat
looks like that.
neutralized. Closing mission.
Yeah, I'd probably say the Stug. Okay. The Hind? Yeah, the Hind's pretty horrible too, eh? But I don't know. Either the Stug or the Hind. Anyway, to answer the other question, is Chronon Prime as good as... Is Chronon Prime really that good, or is it overrated? I would say that Chronon Prime probably is that good, but at the same time, it is overrated. So my answer is both. And the reason why I say that is because, well, it's great that... Sure, the Chronon Prime is really good. But guess what? Almost 99 out of 100 melee weapons are actually pretty good.
They have launched fighters.
Most melee weapons are really powerful. So to say that the Chronon Prime is specifically strong, I think is overrated. The Chronon Prime is probably strong. It's probably the strongest melee weapon, maybe, I don't know. But guess what? That's like saying you have the most money out of all billionaires. Whoop-de-friggin' do. Guess what? Your entire competition also happens to be really, really good. What is the most beautiful heavy blade? Oh, that's a question between the Grand Prime and the Galatine Prime, if you ask me. Oh, and the Vitrika. Grand Prime, it's either Grand Prime, Galatine Prime, or Vitrika, if you ask me. Gavin says, I don't really care about the meta. Sounds like a category viewer to me. Galatine Prime, better looking. You're probably right. Paracesis? I think the Paracesis is a bit ugly. Ugly enough to not really be worth considering. War. Oh, the War is a nice looking... You want a nice looking heavy blade? The War is a nice looking heavy blade right there.
Enemy fighters are routing. Alert. Enemy cruise ship has translated into the sector.
The War. Don't forget about that one. You might not use it, but it's a nice looking heavy blade. You just want Beto. We all just want Beto in our lives.
We have one less crew ship to be concerned with. Direct attention to remaining targets. Alert. Enemy crew ship on scope. Looks like we...
That's one PB.
Vernier crew ship has punched...
War or Gram or Galatine for best heavy blade. Vitrika.
Focus on remaining targets.
Actually, you might find the answer is you might find the answer to be Vitrika. If you're talking about looks, maybe War.
Down.
Well, that's extremely subjective. Some people would say Grand Prime.
Disarray.
Some people would say Galatine Prime. I would also say Galatine Prime.
Successful.
But I don't know. Okay. Is Vitrika nerfed? Not that I'm aware of.
Another job well executed.
Multiple bogies. Man the guns.
Oh, the Limbo bug? Well, that's a bug. That's not really a nerf. Gizzy Melee King. Thanks for the follow. And remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to follow on Twitch. Look to Gizzy Melee King as a role model. As a role model. Bloody hell, I can't even speak.
Vernier crew ship.
Paracetus, this is an OP heavy blade. Against Sentience, yes. But I have found that the Paracetus doesn't exactly perform really well against everything else. Because again, because the Paracetus is meant to be designed as an anti-sentient weapon. So obviously against Sentience it would do better. But I do find that it doesn't really perform that well against other enemies. I have done heavy blade comparison speed tests. And where the Grand Prime and Galatine Prime can destroy 20 heavy gunners inside a Manti's bubble within 20 seconds max.
Reinforcement has arrived.
Sorry, within like 10 seconds or something like that. The Paracetus requires like half a minute.
Crew ship. The enemy have reinforced. We have
But is it's going to be meta during the new war?
scope.
Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. You know why? Because Necromechs will exist. And if we've learned anything from Orphic's Venom, seems like the Necromechs are really good at killing sentients as well.
Scratch.
I'm on PS4. Everyone wants to run it with me because of you. Hey, I'm glad I can help. Seeker Volley versus Tether.
Eliminate.
Oh, that's very easy.
Focus on remaining targets.
Tether if you don't have anyone wanting to use the side guns. That's why I asked you if you wanted to use the side guns. If you wanted to use the side guns, then Tether cannot be used. The problem with Tether
We have one
is that if someone's using the side guns and I shoot the Tether out and you happen to be shooting in roughly the same direction as the Tether, guess what? You're going to blow up the Tether. And when you blow up the Tether doesn't do any damage. Therefore, Tether kind of doesn't seem all that useful.
sector secured. Enemy
At that point, I use Seeker Volley.
mission complete.
Maybe 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds should do it. If no one is using the side guns, then yeah, Tether is better. Still waiting on Commander Intrinsics? Same here, brother. Same here.
Another
Can I make Galatine Prime the best weapon ever? You can make any weapon the best weapon ever. Keep in mind that Rivens exist. Keep in mind that Rivens exist. So yeah, you can make any weapon the best weapon ever. Forward artillery can use... You found a bug. Forward artillery can use avionics. What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, is that for real?
Hit them in the knees.
Forward artillery can use avionics. You mean battle avionics?
Take them down.
That's impossible. Half the archives are incorrect. Oh, if you're talking about tactical avionics, oh, that's different. Everyone can use tactical avionics. Shadow! Have you been asleep under a rock for the past 2 weeks? If you're worried about necrovac farming, I'm afraid that's going to have to be on you, mate. Battle avionics. Okay. That's impossible. That's insane. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, that's a hilarious bug. Try to make use of it as much as you can before it gets fixed, because it really should be fixed. Anyway, Shadow. Looks like you've been asleep under a rock, my dude. Because guess what? The event, the Necromech event, happens to... Oh, by the way, keep in mind, I am also using my battle avionics a lot, too, by the way. The Necromech event happens to be probably the best available way, more or less, to farm Necromech affinity. So if you're complaining that you're going to now have to farm a lot of Necromech affinity, I'm afraid you just missed out. You just missed out. You dirty... What?
Cruise ship reinforcement has arrived.
Anyway.
Enemy cruise ship has arrived.
Ah,
They are
whoops.
powering weapons.
Because of anime. You still have time on... Oh! You're on PS4. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, but you'll be fine then. Relax. Relax. You'll be fine. Can you redeem your 25k? Yeah, sure. We'll find the last one.
Cruise ship has gone bye-bye.
I'll be real here. I haven't played Railjack like this in a very long time.
Cruise ship
But we actually had someone competent on the side guns.
gives up some space.
Actually using missiles properly. Okay, this is the... wait, PB, wait.
Less cruise ship.
We're gonna get you that 25k.
Direct attention to remaining targets. Heads up. Brigadier cruise ship.
Alright, how far is this? 12k. I know, but still. Okay, try to get a 12k first. Let's just see how you go. Hello, Ruik, how's it going? Nice. Alrighty.
Scratch one cruise ship.
Phase 2 Profit Taker is great for leveling necromechs. Just leave the data mass and put in work. Oh yeah, that could work. PB failing? PB's actually not failing. PB's doing fine. Yeah, PB's doing fine. How does your mind cope with grinding and farming in this game? It doesn't. I have to put on music. Oh, that's why I do it on stream. So I can talk to you lovely folks. Kind of wish my boy cloak would leave now. 13... Nope. Wait. When is the event out on console? I have no idea. I don't play console. 20... You wanted to do 25k? Let's get you 25k. Alrighty, here we go. How far are we? We're far enough that I actually can't tell how far we are. See if you can hit that. Go for it, PB. Do it! Did he hit it? Oh, he got it!
Cruise ship.
Let's get some easy claps in chat for PB, guys. Let's get some easy claps in chat.
Surviving
Well done.
will spread the word. Mission
Well done.
resolved.
Easy claps. Easy claps. Alright, let me see if I've done enough. One more. Okay. Easy claps in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get them easy claps in chat. Where are they? Where are they? Where are the easy claps in chat? That was 22 kilometers. I think it was more than 25k. Because normally I can see when something is 25k.
Excellent work, Tenno.
Sure. I haven't played Railjack in a while, so you know.
Enemy forces on
We'll see.
delete.
This could ultimately be a very embarrassing moment for me. If I miss! Oh, if I miss. That would be terrible. The guy who actually... The guy who actually makes Railjack videos missing a 25k shot. No, if you move... Listen, if the Railjack moves, everyone will see it. And as chat is my witness,
Cruise ship on
and with God... sorry, not with God. And with chat as my witness, I will say, someone move the ship. Someone moved the ship. And I can check the replay to see who moved the ship.
cruise ship down. That clears up some space.
PB, you just missed a 2-kilometer shot. Yeah, Gavin. That's right, Gavin. PB, if you move the ship, you will never be gifted a sub ever again. Think about it.
Enemy morale has broken. Fighters are peeling off. Rainier cruise ship has translated in sector.
Chat will never forget. Chat does not forgive. Chat does not forget.
Cruise ship reactor has detonated. Pretty.
Alright, let's see. Okay, there's 3 Railjacks, there's 3 cruise ships left. You take out 2 and then I'm gonna take out the last one, okay, PB? Oh, cheers, Gizzy Belly King. Alrighty.
Cruise ship eliminated.
Did you just miss another one? Did you just miss a 9-kilometer shot? Oh no, hang on, the shields were still up. You just shot rocks. What the hell is going on here? Okay, shoot that one. Just shoot that one. Yeah, rocks are terribly annoying. No, shoot the one on the left! I was gonna say shoot the one on the left, it's nice and open. Alright, here we go. Challenge mode. Oh boy.
Scratch.
Oh boy.
Ship.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I am about to miss a shot. Or not. Wait, how far is this? 20 kilometers. PB, if you move the PB, if you move
Archwings loaded.
the if you move the ship in any way, shape or form, I will be banning you from Discord. Don't even try me. Don't even try me, my dude. Okay, how far are we? Far enough. Alright, chat, pay very close attention. If you see the ship move, everyone type in PB gets banned, okay? If you see the ship move, type in PB gets banned. Fuck. God damn it! Okay. Second time. Here we go. Shit. Well, told you this was gonna be embarrassing. Nope, it's getting behind a rock now. You bastard. You bastard. Yeah, it looks like I suck now. Yeah, I guess I'm banning myself off Discord. No! I'm not, because I'm not moving the ship. Come on. Shit! Wow. I really haven't played Railjack in a very long time. Oh my god, this is embarrassing! Well, I guess PB is the best forward artillery user then. Got it! There we go, finally. Jesus Christ. That was terrible. That was terrible. Man, I need to practice.
Sector secured. Drawing a line under this one.
I gotta practice. That was terrible. Okay, what's my fastest Gaia point run? You taught how to do it in 4 minutes tops, so I know you faster. I think I did it in about 2.5 minutes, 1 point. I don't know if it will go on. It is already on YouTube, technically, because the stream is already on YouTube. Oh, I'm off by half. I don't care. Okay, Railjack is so boring. That is completely untrue. That is completely untrue. Alrighty. Affinity farm done. I'm only off by like a tiny bit of affinity and that's fine. I can sort that out a little bit later. Soup? You still here? It's mag time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Two minutes. I think I managed to do 2.5 or something. But it was too late. Oh. You didn't have to. Besides, I'm going to start a new team anyway. Alright, thank you everyone for being part of the Railjack Affinity Farm. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys leveled up the things that you needed to level up with the Railjack Affinity Farm, as is the point of the Railjack Affinity Farm. And we will now start up a new team. Mine is still not leveled yet. Oh, rip. Your what? Alright, I'm gonna set this to invite only. Alright, Soup, you've received the invitation, yes? Alrighty. And now...
Operator, you have remembered well.
Alright, once again, if you wish to join us for what is apparently a Mag Prime part farm, that's not the right way of saying it, but a Mag Prime relic farm, you can either message me /W Kategari or /join Kategari. Get in here. Going to rank 10 in 2 days with all the commands. Yeah, man. The Railjack Affinity Farm is kinda nuts. Yeah, the Railjack Affinity Farm is kinda nuts. Here we go. There are 3 people in this Mag Prime Relic Farm. If you wish to join us, /join Kategari, /W Kategari, whichever one you want. Here we go. Save your... No! Use your intrinsics on everything. Because the Railjack Affinity Farm is so fast at getting intrinsics anyway. You might as well just get all your intrinsics sorted out right now. And then you can just do command within like half a day tops. You don't have a Mag Prime Relic, rip. Okay. So blueprint, the blueprint is rare. We will do the blueprint one. So I will do the rare part. Okay? Soup, that's what we're going to do, okay? Do you have the rare part? What? Not a gamer. What I'm saying is, the Railjack Affinity Farm is so fast in getting intrinsics. You only get 20 to 30 intrinsics in 4 runs. Yeah, and how long is 4 runs? Like half an hour tops? No, wait, 30 to 40? I don't know, man. Intrinsics is based off your affinity gain. So if the Railjack Affinity Farm is fast in gaining affinity, then I would assume that the Affinity Farm, the Intrinsic Farm is also pretty fast. I think, considering that I was able to actually pretty quickly get from like level 9 to level 10, like after a lot of the changes happened, I think the Intrinsic Farm is going to be perfectly fast as well. I would not worry about it, Gizzy. I would just do it. Yeah, I would just do it. I would just do it, yeah. Okay, if no one else wishes to join for the Mag Prime, Relic Farm, then let us begin. We're going to be doing a Meso run. So, Meso, where are we? I haven't done Relic runs in ages. Meso is going to have to be a capture. You farm for a whole day just to go from 9 to 10. Consider farming with friends. Tends to be faster. Oh, but commander entries, I don't know. Either way, maybe there is. Either way, you're more than welcome to join me on stream if you're playing on PC for the eventual Railjack Intrinsics farm. The first in a generation Railjack Intrinsics farm. Calling it that. Gizzy, don't call me teacher. It's weird. Call me sensei. Whenever I do another Railjack affinity / intrinsics farm.
Operations is here. Find them and capture them. Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but Archwings can withstand their fury. You found a fissure. Look out for reactant. The enemies are dropping reactant. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. You found a target. Capture them quickly before they escape. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captain.
You'll call me Kate, missed the artillery 4 times. Yeah, you can do that. I'll take that. I'll take that for a week, okay? I'll give you about a week to call me that, and then afterwards, just no.
Inbound.
Alright, I've got 10.
That's it. You opened the relic. Permission and we'll take a look inside.
Alright, we've all got 10. Excellent. I will say this though, keep in mind that what I missed was a really, really far shot. What I didn't miss was a really, really close shot. I did not miss a 2K, I did not miss a 2K shot. PB. You may have hit a 25K shot and that's very impressive. But you also missed a 2K shot and that's very unimpressive. I think forward artillery isn't infinite range. I think forward artillery is. I think forward artillery is infinite range. I can't say, I can't prove that, because I can't tell. but I think it is. Considering that I can hit really, really far, considering that I've hit like what I think might be 40k shots, possibly. I don't know if that's true. I think it might have infinite range. I don't know though. I don't know. So don't quote me on that, but that's what I think is the case. I found one cruise ship, fly to the furthest range before it disappears, can't hit. Is that so? You sure you didn't miss? You might have missed. In much as a way that I thought I was going to hit, but I also missed. Do I have Loki relics to buy and trade or trade? Maybe. I'll have a look.
You are here on a capture mission. Find, capture,
Imagine getting
and
Loki,
extract
imagine
the
using
target.
Loki.
There are vultures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
But you missing the shot you just shot and threatening to ban PB. No, I only threatened to ban PB if he moved the ship. PB did not move the ship, so it was actually perfectly fine. I only banned PB. I only said I was going to ban PB if he moved the ship. That's it. That's all I said.
Our target is
As long as he doesn't move the ship, he's absolutely perfectly fine. Whether or not I miss is completely irrelevant.
keep fighting. Look for more reactants.
Let's be very clear here.
Target located. Bring them in.
Yeah, you might like Elite Dangerous. I've heard good things about this game.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
You also made...
That's
You put
it.
Firewalker on Protea, interesting.
Finish your
Does
mission.
Firewalker on Protea yield specific results, or is it just speed plus status cleansing, that's pretty much it? I still missed 4. Yes, I did. And I am going to be ashamed of that until my dying days.
I am detecting a prosecutor. Get ready for a tough fight.
I know when I have done things that are extremely disappointing. And that was one of those things. I'm man enough to know that. I need to suffer the waiting of Forge. At least the cheap shock procs. Yeah! At least the cheap shock procced. That is true. Cheap shot. What an amazing avionic to use. 100% recommended. It's cheap as all hell. And it gives you free forward artillery shots. Like, damn. What more do you want? That was also a Braum moment to give us nothing but bronzes. Yikes. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, this is like the... I think this is like the last... Wait, what other rare ones do I... Oh, hello. Alright guys, this is gonna have to be the last one. Like I said, so we're only gonna be doing something... We're gonna do only something like 3 or 4. And I think I'm getting tired. So this is gonna have to be the last one. We'll pick it up next time, okay? We'll pick it up next time. I said 4. Well, I also said I was going to hit that forward artillery shot, but I didn't, did I? God trust me sometimes. How do I get the red background? Does it open with... No. This is a thing. This is an option. So you basically go to your options, interface, UI customization, and then you can choose a theme. I could go for the Fortuna theme, or the Grenier theme, or the Equinox theme, Legacy theme, or etc, etc, etc. It's a pay-to-win option. It's the Stalker one, yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, you do have to buy them with plat, so, you know, keep that in mind. Because it's cosmetic. It's cosmetic. They're just going to sell it to you, whatever. Okay, here we go.
We're on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics. They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. You found it.
Bloody hell, it's easy with
quickly before they escape.
Cedo.
Excellent work. We'll take the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno.
Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Endgame is cosmetics. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's go.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission.
What do you reckon is the best Tenogen skin for Warframes? Mag Orbit. Can we get a bra in chat? I burned through 3 goals and I got nothing. The best Tenogen skin, the problem with Tenogen skins, right, is that they're ultimately just the same, shapes but with different color schemes, and maybe a couple of, like, different lines here and there. They're great, and you should definitely go and grab one if one appeals to you, but the problem is that ultimately I do find that, a lot of the, Warframe deluxe skins are just oftentimes infinitely better, because they're not just a skin, they're also like a completely different shape, as opposed to a lot of the skins, which is really just the same shape, just different lines and stuff. But that being said, though, I do like Mag Orbit. The things that change, I think the best way to determine which skin is best is really based on the helmet, and in that case I do like the Mag Orbit helmet a lot. I also like the Mag Ferox helmet a lot as well. The Equinox, I think Equinox has a nice Tenogen skin as well. I have a bunch of Loki relics. Yeah, I do. Which ones do you want? Figure out which one you want, PB, and I'll give it to you. I mean, who else has a good skin? Octavia Diva is a great skin. If you don't have that one, I definitely recommend Octavia Diva, 100%. The Mirage Tenogen one? Don't remember that one.
Ordis has been counting stars, operator. All accounted for.
Oh, you mean like one of these ones or something? Winter. Oh, hello. This is new. I'll grab this. Mithra. Jester. Morgaine. Synergy with grenade flange / plus heat from Firewalker plus turret with growing power. Okay. I take it you're replacing your 4th ability with Firewalker? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I might not use the winter skin. It might have been a waste of plan. Fuck. Okay. Oh! Hang on. This is Ivara. Oh, it's Ivara Deluxe. Never mind, I'm thinking of Ivara Deluxe. Ivara Zamairu is pretty nice. Ivara Zamairu is really nice. I don't really care for the Grax skins personally. Does Oberon have any? Yeah, Oberon's got some 10 of 10 skins, doesn't he? Oh, he's only got 3. And one of them is mainly for the helmet. Nah. Mesa Grax? I'm not into the Grax skins at all. Do I have Meg? Do I have Meg? Do I have Mag as for a helmet? No. And I don't really like it. I don't really like it. There are some Wisp Delusion. Wisp Delusion is a great skin. Definitely recommend this one. Why do people hate the Mag Prime helm? I don't particularly like the Mag Prime helm myself. As a Mag player, I don't particularly like it either. It just looks derpy. Alright. Oh, I'm getting tired. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. I see a lot of new faces on Twitch, so look to Gizzy Melee King again as your role model, and Reme Australia, who at some point followed. Don't forget to follow. Where's your Loki relics? Well, you can get them next time. I'm tired. So... hang on, let me see. Okay. So, Railjack Infinity Farm. Done! Mag Prime Farm. Not done. Tier list memes. Done! Oh yeah, Dieth at some point wants help with operator amps. Steel Path Lephantis. Done. Loki Prime relics for peanut butter. Okay. Whenever the hell next time is. Okay. Anyway. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't yet. I see a lot of new faces on YouTube that I don't recognize. So hopefully you all liked and subscribed. And feel free to subscribe on Twitch if you want, but keep in mind that does cost money, so you know. Think about it. Make smart decisions, okay? Alright, no dinner. I'm literally gonna go to bed right now. So, hope you guys enjoy this. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!